Is it just me, or did we get more information from that Pokemon Direct than the entire reveal cycle for Pokemon Sword and Shield? Either way, we have a lot to talk about today, so if you end up enjoying the video, please leave a like, definitely share it with all your friends, and consider using code VERLISIFY for 10% off your G Fuel order, because even though Pokemon Sword and Shield is out, even though it's only January, we are in a new hype season, so you need the energy formula for that one, and subscribe, notifications, all that fun stuff. We have multiple videos to make today, and I'm starting off with a new Pokemon that we saw. So, Legendaries. Regis are back. That's pretty fancy, and we get to see the inside of caves. There's like something interesting going on over here. I wonder if that's just like concept art for little idols and stuff that are going to be in the cave, or if that's actually going to be relevant to like a new Pokemon or something. So just want to like kind of show this, point that out. There's just like so much concept art and so much new stuff shown. It's pretty wild. Next up, we get to see this, and this is something that at first I was like, what? Okay, so we got like Galarian Registeel and Galarian Regi Pokemon. No. Gotta look a little closer. That's an X. That's a Y. Remember the Sinjo Ruins? I wonder if this could be like a Kalos Galarian Ruin mashup, and that brings us new Pokemon. So we have like, I wonder if they're just gonna be RegiX and RegiY, but we have like new Regis, and they're based off the legendaries in Generation 6. That's like next level remake shenanigan callback craziness I can't even keep up with anymore. We're in on Diamond Pearl remakes. We're already calling back Generation 6 shenanigans. So we have the Xerneas Regi, and we also have the Eviltal Regi. And that dude's pretty dope. I love it right here. So we got RegiY or something, and they have their own. So we have like a cave, or we have like, you know, a place for each of these legendaries. That's gonna be really fun to explore and figure out. But it even goes into like a whole new cave with whole new Pokemon, and I want to just kind of lead off strong with this fun stuff. So we also have new Pokemon. We have Galarian Slowpoke, which is going to be available later today, so we just get that, and then the legendary, or not the legendary, the evolution isn't going to be available until DLC, June and fall, but we get to see a little bit of its face, and then we get some zoom out of a little bit more, so that's definitely going to be like the Shelter on Slowking. Get to see a little bit more of its mouth and stuff, and then the little backside thing. So that's going to be Slowking. However, Slowking comes out in fall, so that's going to be second DLC, and we don't really see too much of the Slowbro evolution of the Galarian, so wackiness going on right there. Some new Pokemon fanciness going down. Legendary birds with a Galarian form, and in the Pokemon Direct, they say new Pokemon. Like, these are new legendary Pokemon to encounter. So is it, like, it's kind of weird, because with the Galarian forms, they're still called that name. So we have, like, Galarian Stunkfisk, and we have Galarian Zigzagoon and Linoon, but then we have a completely new species of Pokemon, Obstagoon, and it's even labeled that way on the website. There's, like, a separate page for Galarian and new Pokemon. This can't be an evolution for the legendaries, but is it going to be, like, a separate classification of legendaries, or is it just going to be Galarian Moltres? But we have, like, I like how we have, like, logos and stuff. That's kind of cool. And yeah, just multiple angles. Like, they gave us the concept art. They gave us like the full-on Pokemon reveal inside of this, and epic color scheme. I love it. So Moltres might be, well, not even might. Moltres is definitely an upgrade from Flame Chicken, and people might care about it now. So that's pretty sick. This feels like Will. This feels like, you know, Elite Four Will. But Psychic Ice would be really interesting to see. I can only imagine that has like a million weaknesses. Wait, we already have Psychic Ice inside the game, so you have a million weaknesses. Pretty cool stuff though. It like just flaps its. We got eye lasers, and we also have just like ice shards as it flaps its wings. So pretty wild. Very interesting design on the Galarian Articuno. It's kind of different. I think I might like base Articuno more because of the simplicity, but that's still like pretty cool. Like, they went all out for this, and dude, thick Zapdos. So we got like full-on Raptor shenanigans, and I like how they just, it's always had like the weird stubby wings. So now it's just like, nah, this thing's grounded. You know, we just have that going on, and multiple angles once again. Like, it looks cool. Yo, this thing could be fast. They give it like a 130 speed. We gotta worry about Tapu Koko shenanigans. If it's grounded, like if this is just like pure electric or something, then it benefits from terrains and things get wild. So like, I see competitive viability from Galarian Zapdos, and that's gonna be pretty wacky. So interesting design, definitely upgraded. They went for cool factor. You can tell that they definitely went for cool factor on all of these. And yeah, I just want to show another one so we get in-game of the X and Y ruin. I wonder if that's going to be like version exclusive, that one, like Shield's going to have X and Sword's going to have Y. That makes the most sense. Something like that, but pretty interesting stuff. And then I want to talk about the legendaries, so give me 1 second while I set that up. I think the most justice done here is through playing the trailer, since they talk a lot about them.
Next, we'd like to introduce the legendary Pokemon that will be.
And I'll just give my thoughts as we go through this.
Kubfu. It's a fighting type Pokemon that strives to become stronger with single-minded dedication. As you progress through your training, Mustard will entrust you with this Pokemon.
I like that. I like that the legendary is actually the legendary has meaning to this one. We have to do the little mini game, we have to do the little challenge, and then we have to actually go through another part of the story, and then we receive a very special Pokemon. This is called back to older Pokemon games. People are like, yo, what happened in Generation 4? We actually have legendaries and story arcs and stuff like that, and mythical events and special things, with the Shaman event and Professor Oak's letter and stuff. So I mean, it feels like this is another thing that happens inside the DLC. So Game Freak, once again, giving the fans what they want. Nutty. I love it. So, he's kind of cool.
Your training
not a huge fan, but not a bad Pokemon.
Evolve into Urshifu.
This thing's crazy, too. Get Kung Fu Panda Pokemon. I'm not a super crazy fan, but it fits. I really dislike a lot of Generation 8 Pokemon, but so far from what I've seen here, mostly down with it. This is better than most of the Generation 8 decks. So I'll take it.
Distinct styles. There is single strike style.
I don't really care about the styles. I don't care about all these extra things added onto the Pokemon, but still kind of neat.
There is also
as a legendary, I don't know how to feel competitively about it, but these guys seem usable. So it's going to be like Cresselia shenanigans going on. That it's an extra legendary in the decks, but it's also competitive.
Rapid strike style. A fighting and water type style that focuses on unleashing a torrent of rapid strikes.
It's weird that we just get a legendary pre-evolution and stuff too.
What's more, it's been revealed that Urshifu has a Gigantamax form.
That was mostly what threw me off. I'm I see the Urshifu and this guy's weird.
As well as a different G-Max move. You'll be able to evolve your Kubfu into an Urshifu in one of these two styles. Single strike style or rapid
I think
strike style
that's
during your adventure.
It just feels out of place
Urshifu
in Pokemon, but
is
still
a
pretty
powerful
cool.
Pokemon with a brand new ability. And it also has a new move for each of its two styles.
We don't get to hear about the new move or ability, but yeah. They say official competitions and online competitions, so this boy is going to be usable. And that's actually kind of weird that we didn't have trio legendaries. Now we're having all these extra legendaries added in. And there's even a new
Bring it with you for some online battles or official competitions.
And then we got to talk about this. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
We also want to talk about Rillaboom, Cinderace, and Inteleon. Final evolutions of the first three Pokemon.
That's alright. I think we could see that, though. Finally using the drum beat, vine, mystical control powers that we saw, even going back to the first trailer, Grookey, Bang and Stick, Rock, Grass Grows. Everyone thought, psychic typing, some kind of heavy force manipulation, but we actually see that a lot more in Gigantamax, and that's pretty dope.
Within the Galar region. During your
This is, that's wild. I love how the fireball even has, a face. But I mean, Cinderace's lore is so cool. One thing I think is super, underappreciated is that for the pre-evolution, we had it to where, he has his hands in his little pockets. And that's kind of neat. But that has a meaning. That has a meaning because he just trained to kick things. And that's where Pyro Ball was developed. That's also why people are why does Cinderace have, no hands? Well, that's because young Naruto didn't use his hands. So we got some fun stuff, and then this is the ultimate training. I love the payoff. I love the epic feel how this is all developed, and then we get to see new max moves and stuff. So I think Cinderace is hella viable, especially when Libero comes out. This Pokemon's going to dominate, and I think it actually looks really awesome too.
Pile of armor. These special partners.
I didn't even notice he has red eyes. God, that is one of the coolest things ever introduced in Pokemon. He turns his gun into a sniper rifle. He actually has the finger gun now. Yeah, I thought Game Freak pulled some shenanigans when by censoring the finger gun, they actually made it look cooler. But no, that is so the more I look at it, the cooler it is. He gets his own sniper platform, and then just boom. That's ridiculous. I cannot imagine what that max move is going to look like, because we already have Snipe Shot, best move animation in all of Pokemon, not even in the game. Don't at me. You can't at me because my Twitter's suspended anyways. And that is nutty. I guess since we, I was what? Yeah, guns and Pokemon and guns and Nintendo, but then we look at Smash Ultimate and Splatoon, so Game Freak got away with it. We can't have child gambling anymore, but we can have guns in our Pokemon. Gun version confirmed. That's ridiculous.
In your teams will
Dude.
be able to
Dude, it's so sweet.
You can look forward to seeing their new forms and new G-Max moves.
That's wicked. Like, Inteleon wins. Cinderace is still super cool. Rillaboom, I think, got shafted.
And as you can see here,
This is going to be next video. We have a lot to talk about. Where's our little mythical boy? There it is. So yeah, once
legendary
again,
Pokemon you'll discover during your adventure.
video does more justice.
Legends say this Pokemon once ruled over a part of Galar that included the Crown Tundra.
I don't know how to feel about it. It's like too mythical feeling. Oh, I didn't even notice we had a name. Calyrex. Grass type. Grass Psychic. Yay! Another Grass Psychic Pokemon. Oh boy. We're just never going to see it. Now, it was said to be a legendary. But was that a misspeak? Like, is this going to be another weird usable legendary? Or is it just straight mythical, unusable? Something like that? Like, I think it's cool. Like, to have these, like, mythicals are neat in the way that there's just, like, there are these beings that have, like, crazy power and just do shenanigans from time to time. Celebi time travels. Jirachi can only wake up every, like, 1,000 years or whatever, and then it gets super insane. And even, like, Shaman and some of the other ones. Like, mythicals have actually seemed to be less cool over time. But, like, this has, like, a super crazy mythical feel. And, like, its face, like, I don't know. Its face is cool, but, like, this introduction was just threw me off.
During max raid battles.
It feels too delicate. It feels too that's what they made. They made a Pokemon that feels too mythical. It's strange.
We'd like to introduce Calyrex.
Calyrex. Oh, they actually gave the name. I wasn't paying attention. I was too just soaked up. Like, that looks too divine. That looks too mythical. That looks too wacky for me.
Legends say this Pokemon
But it's cool.
once ruled over a part of Galar that included
It's too elegant. It's too much adjective.
Regal movements.
Yeah, graceful
Get ready
regal
to
movement.
Experience a never-before-told story about the mysteries of
Like, that hella feels like a Pokemon, though, which is something that Gen 8 was lacking.
Calyrex.
So I'll take it.
The Crown Tundra will have a new form of co-op play as well.
And then that's going to be for the next video. Do need to talk about Kanto starter Gigantamax, and that will round out this video, my dudes. Alright, should be coming up here pretty soon. So yeah, like, we can see new Pokemon, get to talk about those. And not sure how to feel about. Actually, I think we know exactly where this is going. Charizard set the move. Oh man, I'm now blanking like midway through the video. But yeah, like the pledges. So Charizard had the Fire Pledge set, and that means we're probably going to see Grass Pledge. So this is going to be, I think Swamp's going to go to Blastoise, and this is going to be the other one. Man, pledges are so obscure I can't even remember them on the spot. Okay, so that's what was tripping me up. I was like combining two of them. So there's Rainbow, and the Rainbow's the one that doubles the probability of secondary effects. Does not stack with Serene Grace, or else we would actually have like 100% flinch on a rock slide, which would be too nutty. But imagine that, like free Serene Grace for your side of the field if you use, I'm calling Blastoise. Okay, so Blastoise gets that one, and then the Swamp quarter speed. So after the nerf that we had to Thunder Wave and all of like the speed control that happens in Pokemon Sword and Shield, we might see some pretty crazy doubles viability, actually. I was thinking, like, they might be kind of overlooked like we saw with Charizard. Like, Charizard just doesn't feel worth it for the way that it sets pledges. But if this actually gives us pledge power, that's going to be... Yeah, and that also looks swampy, and that's going to give us a pretty little rainbow. Yeah, that's going to set a nice rainbow. And Blastoise doesn't really get secondary effect stuff, but there's going to be some wacky things going on. In that, actually, I'm trying to think about both, but you can't, because you have to Gigantamax, and then your pledge changes to a max move. Like, what happens if you actually, like, set the rainbow effect, and then go for a secondary pledge effect or something? Because, like, it would be able to overlap because of the Dynamax, and you could, like, do that. So, I don't know. It's too weird for me, but... this happened! And now we get to talk about it, and there's even more to talk about. So I'm super hyped for what's coming up, and... yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching. Big stuff.